we found another train line. Now this was by accident, wasn't by design, was it?
Probably not really, but no.
No, we are currently at the Black Rock.
Black Rock. This could be what Black Rock, Victoria looks like.
I doubt it. But what we did find over here is we did do a little bit of a walk around first. We found an old train control telephone. How cool is that? I'd love to have a look inside, but unfortunately it is locked. Over here on the other side,
Probably before, signals and things, that would have been, you'd perhaps have to call in, because there's 3 train tracks here, if you can have a look.
not sure whether you can see it, there's a bit of a platform over there.
Yeah, there's 3 train tracks, but only one goes across the across the bridge.
And I am guessing this would have been the station master's house. So we're going to have a bit of a look over there. I can see a nasty keep out sign, so obviously they don't want you here, but since we've come this far, we're going to have a little bit of a look, but we're going to be respectful. How's that for a bit of old architecture? Even the sign looks good. So we're not going to go in there, but we will have a little look around and the outside. Got the old water tanks. Looks like an old chook shed maybe. Private property keep out. Okay, we'll do that. Looks like that could have been the old toilet or whatever, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. I think this says it all, doesn't it? Alright, we'll leave this place alone and we shall trek on to the next location. Just walking around the front again. Back to our car and back to Robin. Well, we can't help ourselves. We've actually found another ruin. This one is off the beaten track. I don't think very many people have actually seen this one. It's at a secret location. I can't divulge, but again, we're going to have a walk through here, and you guys are coming with me on our first attempt. So I don't know what we're going to encounter here. Gosh, this is certainly overgrown. Looks like all the tin's gone and been taken down. And typically the old fireplace. And see what else we've got around the corner. We'll go out the back door and see what we can find out here. I love finding these old places, especially something that has really stood the test of time. I mean, these old pioneers, they really made this country. Oh look, there's another door in here, and again another fireplace. Trying to work our way around here. Looks like another sort of shed, water tanks. It looks like stockyards or... And actually, if I go over here, we can. There's the old train line just out over here. This is incredible. And this is kind of, I guess, in the middle of nowhere, but it used to be somewhere. All right, we'll head back to the car. We might actually go around this corner first. How's the timbers? It's like a jungle out here. But really well worth a look. Look, sometimes you'll fly along the main roads and you will miss a lot of this stuff, but with a little bit of local knowledge you'll find it. And yeah, just talk to the locals. They'll basically tell you what you're looking for. Anyway, we'll head back into the car, see what else we can find. Okay, we've actually found an old bridge.
Another one, it's Black Rock Bridge.
Yeah. So it's not very high. I can actually touch the top here. Whether you can see that, but it's such beautiful architecture, isn't it, Robin?
Allow water to go under at some point.
Yeah.
Even though it's not high, it needed it.
It's pretty incredible, isn't it? I mean, to find this way out here, I mean, where we are at the moment, I'll just walk around and the drone might be able to show you a few shots, but we're kind of in the middle of nowhere, which is good. We're having a bit of fun. Robert's found a couple of old bones by the looks of it. We might just go another walk under the bridge again, shall we? We'll have a little look on this side. As you can see, it's pretty barren out here. There's just nothing for bridge. Well, I think that's enough looking at bridges. I think we might head back now. Well, hi guys, just a very quick video. We've just come through Snowtown. We have done a piece on Snowtown before. We're not going to do it again, but I've got to let you know we've been through it again. Here it is, Snowtown. And I think you all know what that was famous for. Wasn't a good thing, but if you're not sure, look it up on the internet. Snowtown, you'll find out all the information. So we're going to hit the road again. Okay, we've just arrived at Lochel.
Yep.
Which is not very far from Snowtown. We have done a video on Snowtown before, so we're not really going to get into that again. But we thought we might show you the Lochel nest monster. Does that make sense?
This is Lake Bumbunga. Bunga, yeah.
Yeah, that's close enough.
And,
we'll put that down there.
And that's it's a pink lake at times, or it can even be yellow or green or white.
At the moment, there's not a lot of water here, but we'll turn you around and we'll show you exactly what's going on. In the distance, you can actually see the Lochel monster. And judging by the look of this lake, honestly, there's really not a lot of pink about it today.
It's got a hue of pink, but not a lot. But it's quite a big lake, so I think this end it gets a lot of the salt. I don't know.
Anyway, I think the tide's out.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's way out because it's actually, I think the water is way past the Lochel monster. So I think this will be nice once it's all flooded, but at the moment, really not a lot to look at. So we might close this part and we're on our way to
Port Wakefield.
Port Wakefield. So
it's not far down the road.
So we're going to jump in our car, head back to Port Wakefield, and hopefully we get to do some more videoing. Talk to you later, guys. And just like that, we're at Port Wakefield.
We are.
So we've left the Flinders Ranges and we're now heading...
Well, we've worked our way back down, as you know, from the various places.
Yeah, so we've decided to stop here at Port Wakefield to have a little look around, and really hasn't disappointed.
No, it's a nice little, fishing town, I guess originally. I guess it still is.
A lot of great houses here.
Oh, beautiful houses.
Like from the old fishing type houses to
the
some
beautiful
of the more
stone
modern
houses,
stuff.
the modern ones. Yeah, it's lovely.
But we're just here at the old wharf, and we'll just have a little look around. This is quite interesting, actually. they've got a large boat ramp there, and the tide is way out at the moment. If we can, we're going to stay here at Port Wakefield for a few days, so if we can, we'll try and come back and see what this looks like once it's all full.
High tide, yeah.
But a lot of like mangroves and swampy stuff.
Yeah, right out. You can see it's right out. So, yeah, and where we are at the Caravan Park, it's got the little tidal pool behind.
Whoa,
and,
sorry, there's us back again.
And that's at low tide too. And when we came in, it was high. So
it was. So we've actually just ridden around on our trusty little e-bikes. Little plug to Gordon there, epic. So yeah, they've gotten us around quite a bit, which has been very, very handy. So we are now going to probably have a look into town. I think there's a great little pie shop or a
bakery.
A bakery that I think, hang on, what's the time now? Or it's
a bit early.
A bit early for lunch, but yeah, we might just have a little pie or something nice there. We'll have a look. Anyway, we're going to keep exploring and find out
what's around, what else
Port
we can...
Wakefield has to offer.
Yeah.
Well, we're sitting here at Port Wakefield, and it's not a bad little day today, is it?
Lovely.
Yeah, and then we might just head back into town. So yeah, Port Wakefield, not a bad little camp spot. This morning we decided to take a little drive, and we've decided to come across the other side of the peninsula, the York Peninsula, and we've found this little gem. So where are we, Robin?
Port Clinton or Clinton, whichever. Yeah, it's a nice little area on the ocean. First time we've seen the ocean.
We've come across a pretty spectacular scene again. So what we might actually do is go out there, take the drone out there and do a bit of a circle or fly around, and it could be interesting. So yeah, we'll do that.
Good.
But in the meantime, this is what we're going to fly around. As you can see, there's 3 little boats out there. We're at low tide. Over on the other side you can see a tractor that they use to, I guess, pull the boats in and out. But yeah, being that the tide this far out seems crazy, but looks good at the same time.
It does look good, yeah, it looks really effective.
Alright, well let's get the drone out and we'll fly around and we'll see what this looks like from another perspective.
And we'll keep driving along the road here.
Yeah. Well, we're at Port Lincoln.
Yep.
And we've just come across this little area.
Clinton.
Yes, Port Clinton. Sorry.
Yeah, this is just sort of on the York Peninsula across from Port Wakefield, sort of across the other side over there somewhere.
So we sort of thought this looked
pretty
amazing.
Cool, yeah.
So we thought we'd throw the drone up and let you have a little look around.
So we've walked out into the
mud pits.
And these boats here look pretty cool, sort of waiting for the tide to come in.
So hopefully this'll kind of work. Well, another day, another adventure. We're actually at Wills Creek Conservation Centre.
In price or just out of price?
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. We're going to have a little look along here and have a little wander. Go on, Robin, you can go first.
First? Are you sure you don't want to be first?
No, I don't. Yeah, this is not a bad little bridge, is it?
Clean the fish up here.
Oh yes, you actually have cleaned the fish with a view. How's that?
Shame it sort of curves back on it. Can't get a bit of a look. Go instead of curving the other way.
Yeah, it looks really good, doesn't it?
Yep.
Well, this is a
Big
great
trees.
place to explore, the York Peninsula.
Yep. It is.
All right, well, we're going to head back and see what else we can find. So we're walking along the pier,
Yep.
having a lovely time.
Yep. At Ardrossan.
Ardrossan.
Yes.
And we actually found out what that was over there. I don't know whether you can see it, but further out there's a structure on the water over there. That's actually to load dolomite from the refinery over there. Yes, straight
is that
through.
that, or is that the salt refinery?
Well, we're going to have
I
to
guess
find
it's
out.
probably. Don't know.
Yeah, we're going to find out. But
Yes.
we were just
Sorry.
we were just on the bridge talking to one of the locals,
Yes.
and that's what he came up with.
Yes.
So whether it's right or wrong, we're not
No, he'll be
100%
right.
sure.
he'll know. Right, we'll go and have a little drive there and have a look.
So we'll try and see what we can investigate. Well, we were able to get a little bit closer.
Yes.
Apparently that's over on the hill up the top there, which we'll show you in a minute, is the Vatera site. Now they're usually grain, so
Yeah, but they're probably a lot of things now. Who knows?
they might be doing something with mining. We don't really know.
Said
If
mining,
anybody
yeah.
knows what's going on, it'd be great if you'd drop that in the little comments below. But we'll have a look at where we are at the moment.
It's really quite
Sorry,
long.
that was the silos and things that we saw up the top there, the Vatera stuff. And then that's that long bridge or conveyor belt going out to sea, and I'm guessing that would actually be a facility to load the ships with whatever whatever they're providing.
Yes.
Sorry, we'll try and find out a little bit more information if we can, but yeah, it's quite interesting. Not a bad little place. So Port Wakefield is about 10 kilometres across on the other side, which I think we're going to start heading back to now.
But not across the water.
No, we won't do the water side. We'll just we'll go via the road, which will probably take us about probably 3/4 of an hour to get
something
back.
like that. Yeah. Yeah. So this the silos here at Ardrossan are used for storing grain. They were the biggest when they were first built. Now they're the third largest in South Australia, I think it is. And the wharf, or the jetty, the long jetty there, is used for sending out the grain, salt and dolomite.
Well, there you have it. We finally found out what all that was about.
And salt is from Price, just down the road where we were.